You have superstar attributes, celebrity energy. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you have superstar attributes, celebrity energy, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, I'm a celebrity. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I'm a celebrity. Now, I'm not trying to toot your horn, overly flatter you, right, or make you feel like you're someone that you're not. But as we spoke about this in the past, y'all, you can be the celebrity of your family. You can be the celebrity at your job. You can be the celebrity in your business. You can be the celebrity in your own social space, right? Social media, social presence, whatever the case is, y'all. All right. And speaking of social, y'all go get the social influence course. Link in the bio. But the point is, y'all, is that those who have superstar attributes have the characteristics of celebrities, right? You have traits of a person who is notarized, right? A person who is famous. And see, this doesn't automatically make you great, but it pushes you towards a space of greatness, right? When you think of some of your biggest stars, Prince, James Brown, Michael Jackson, okay? In today's time, Usher, Chris Brown, right? If you go all the way back, Elvis Presley, the list goes on, y'all, right? They had certain attributes that stood out about them. Whether that was a smile, that was how that's how they danced, how they spoke, right? How they pronunciated their words, right? The clothes they wore. Whenever you have superstar attributes, you have something that leaves an imprint on people, all right, those who are connected to you, and even the world. All right, somebody drop in the comments and say, I have a powerful imprint. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I have a powerful imprint. Family, when you have superstar attributes, right, anybody that you are connected to or who are connected to you, all right, they're going to be able to remember something about you. See, when you are a person like, what's his name, y'all, in the Bible, Methuselah, right, who lived to 969 years old, something like that. Listen, y'all, when you are a person like that, you have no impact, no value. Nobody remembers you for anything. When you have those superstar attributes, people remember something about you. All right. And here's the thing, y'all. Everybody have a different perspective of you. OK. For Tupac, y'all, some people remember him as a thug. Some people remember him as a poet. Some people remember him as a compassionate brother. Some people remember him as being militant, right? And it's not about, oh, I'm being fake or I got multiple personalities. Listen, y'all. Everybody has an onion within them, meaning you got to pull back multiple layers. Everybody don't get the same version of you. That is the intriguing part of a superstar, right? You may meet a superstar and they was one way with you and a total different way with another person. Doesn't mean that they were fake. Doesn't mean that they were Hollywood, right? It just means that everybody has a different spirit about themselves. Think about it, even with yourself, okay? Whenever you are around an environment that makes you feel comfortable, make you feel like yourself, right? Make you feel like you are able to open up and be you, they can get the full superstar attributes. But when you are around people who don't make you feel comfortable, people who are sneaky, conniving, or people who just have not made you feel like you can open up, you're going to be what? More concealed, right? More self-preservative. You are watching. You are a lot more observant. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? That is the same thing with those who have superstar attributes, right? Celebrity energy. Once again, somebody drop in the comments and say, I'm a celebrity, okay? Now, we're going to talk about this, y'all, on this great couch, all right? We back on the great couch. And family, listen, y'all, I'm sending nothing but love, peace, happiness, and prosperity to the family on this Friday night, y'all. Let's go ahead and get directly into it. But y'all, make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's get right into it, y'all. Number one, first superstar attribute. All right, the first superstar attribute, okay, is going to be being a visionary. All right, being a visionary, okay? Somebody drop in the comments and say, you must see the vision. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, you must see the vision. Family, when you are a visionary, you can look in a space, right? You can look at a plot. You can look in the area and say a mansion gonna be right there. It may not happen in 1 year. It may not happen in 5 years. It may not happen until the 10th year. But just because it don't happen when you want it doesn't mean that it won't happen. That is the power of being the visionary, okay? When you think about certain people in the industry, right? Your Master P's, he had to be a visionary, right? Dame Dash had to be a visionary, okay? Even when you're talking about from a spiritual standpoint, right? T.D. Jakes or Joel Osteen, they had to be a visionary to some extent. Watch that, Reno, because when you're talking about a vision that God has given you, when you're talking about a purpose or a mission that God has sent you on, those who are around you may not understand it, right? You may be talking jibber jabber to them. You may be talking Japanese to them, right? In fact, it's going to sound like brokenese because they're like, man, you ain't got no money to support this dream. What you talking about right now? Get back on that line, right? Get back in that office. You still stay with your mama. How you going to do it? Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? But when you are a visionary, you see it all before it happens. Every star has this attribute. They can see themselves being as big as the moon, as big as the sun, while they are small as an ant, right? And this is where your confidence come in, okay? This is when you have to have the utmost confidence within yourself. Because guess what, y'all? I talked to y'all about the egg. Everybody is coming to crack your egg, right? Dream crushers and dream killers. Everybody are coming to crush your vision, right? And listen, y'all, when you don't have a vision, family, the people around you are going to perish. That's their goal. They're trying to stop your vision so no one around you will support you in the future, right? They're trying to crush your vision so that it blurs yours and the person or people who are going to see it in the future. That is how powerful a vision is. Think about an iPhone. It took for Steve Jobs to be a visionary to see exactly where Apple was going to do, or see where it was going to go and what it was going to do and how it could branch out. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Microsoft, right? Technology for itself. Whoever invented technology. But the point is, y'all, is when you're talking about having a product, a brand, becoming a star, a megastar, superstar, you know, having something that can potentially be bigger than life. All right. It takes for you to be a visionary, right? What most people don't have is vision. They're always walking by sight, right? And not by vision. Therefore, you can't be a visionary. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Somebody drop in the comments and say, I'm a visionary. Okay, moving on to the next one, y'all, is going to be this right here. Number 2, inspirational. All right, inspirational. Family, you can't be a superstar, a megastar, right, or have superstar attributes if you're not inspirational. Family, you have to look at the people who you are around and you move them, right? See, you can be watching television, right? You can be walking up the street, okay? And let's just say you are a heavy-set man or a heavy-set woman, and sometimes you need a little, inspiration. You need a little bit of inspiration or motivation to get yourself up and going, right? You don't start eating heavy on the wings. You don't start eating heavy on the corn dogs, right? The Doritos, I got you, I understand it. But when you see somebody who look just like you, putting that work in, making progress, what does that do? It inspires you. See, think about your favorite celebrity. Think about your favorite influencer, your favorite television show, movie, actor, whoever it is, y'all. Think about them. I guarantee you it is something about them that inspires you. For Lizzo, I'm sure, she's went through her fitness journey, right? But for Lizzo, I'm sure she inspired, other heavy set women who probably was not confident about being heavy set, right? But guess what? She's successful. She made money. She's, prestigious. She has accolades, achievements. The list goes on, right? I'm sure she inspired some young girl or older woman to go on their fitness journey, but still embrace who they are in that moment and every moment of who they are transcending into. Breno, what are you saying right now? It takes for you to have that superstar attribute in order to get through a person to do that. Because guess what? They mama probably told them, you need to get up off that couch and go do something for yourself. It didn't hit, right? Daddy probably told him, hey, you need to go out there and go get a job, right? Like Craig daddy told him, still didn't work, right? But when you find someone, or when someone finds you and they connect with something in you, maybe it's because y'all look alike. Maybe it's because you connect with their spirit. Whatever the case is, but it's going to inspire you. All right? What it's something that you have on the inside of you that inspires people to do something. Maybe you inspire people to work out. You inspire people to get away from negative souls and spirits. You inspire people to build something, create something. You inspire people to, wake up other individuals, right? Like one of my gifts, y'all, of how I'm able to inspire, I enlighten people. I wake people up. Okay, I wake people up. I put that bug in them to realize who they are, and then they go out here and do something much greater, right? It's thousands of people who I've connected to, and I love it, right? But it's a gift from God. You got the same gift, but it's in a different way, right? And maybe you do have a similar gift to me, but what I am saying is, as a superstar, one of the attributes that you have is to be inspirational. People want to dress like you, walk like you, talk like you, act like you. You probably make people want to do music, okay? Whatever it is, but you're going to inspire them to want to do something. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 3, third attribute, y'all, you are influential. Okay, you are influential. When you have influence, that goes hand in hand with the impact that you bring to people's lives. All right. In order to influence a person to do something, you have to bring some type of value and impact to their lives. Let me say that once again, y'all. In order to influence a person to do something, you have to bring value or impact to their lives. See, it's a little different, y'all, when it comes to inspiration, right? Because people get inspired all the time, but it doesn't mean that they are influenced to do something. You see the difference, y'all? See, when you are inspired or motivated, right, you feel like, I can lift that weight. I can open up my own shop. I can go to school. But after the inspiration or the motivation wears off, now what are you going to do? And most times people are not influenced to actually make a transition. So you can't have the inspiration without the influence. All right. And you can't have the influence without the inspiration. They go hand in hand. And the way that you have influence is by bringing impact and value to a person's life. The value is the results that you're going to get after you do this. Going right back to it, y'all. When Jenny Craig came out in the 90s, that was all the inspiration and influence they needed. Why? Because it brought value and impact. You remember the commercials, y'all? If you do Jenny Craig or Jenny Jones, you're going to go from 300 pounds to 175. Number one, that brought value. That little bottle, it brought value, right? And you get it for $19.97. And then it brought impact because you get to see the results. You get to see the testimonials. Everybody's saying it worked for them. That's the same thing, y'all. If you can inspire people to, start taking their education more serious, right? Become an entrepreneur, get back in their kids' lives or whatever the case is, and you can show them the results, oh man, you're going to influence them. See, people don't only want you to tell them how much money you make. They want to show you they want you to show them how they can make it as well. What people go wrong with their marketing tactics is, hey, I made $10,000 last month. I made $20,000 the other month. Great, good for you, but how can I do it? Right? You're only going to inspire me, but not influence me to do something. You want to make people move. That is what celebrities have. They influence people to want to wear the new jacket. They influence people to want to rock Reebok. Right? People ain't rolled Reebok in years. If you see Fat Joe with it, somebody gonna wear it. If you see Megan Thee Stallion with it, somebody gonna wear it. Rena, what are you saying? You have the power to influence. You are influential in your circle, in your group, all right, in your family, wherever it is, y'all. You are influential, okay? Number 4, family, you got the skills to pay the bills. Oh, man. You got the skills to pay the bills, y'all. Just like Martin say, I got the skills to pay the bills, okay? Listen, y'all, when you got the skills to pay the bills, that means that you are very gifted. And literally, it means what it says. You have skills to pay your bills. See, some people have not tapped into their gift, tapped into their talent, or even taken their talent serious enough to recognize that it can pay them. Y'all, it was not until I graduated college, to where I was like, yo, I know for a fact it's something else that I can do to make money. I should not have to clock into a job, right? Like, I should not have to put all my time and my energy into another man's. I don't care if he's white, black, Hispanic, blue, yellow. I don't care if he's burgundy. I should not have to go to that man's clock, right, and put time in there. I'm trading my time for money. This is whack. I said it straight up and down, y'all. I promise y'all, right? So I always knew. But then once I began to tap into my gift and realize that I literally had the skills to pay the bills, that is when I recognized that, yo, I got the superstar attribute, right? Somebody had walked up to me when I was working in the airport. They were just like, yo, you got it, right? It was just like, yo, you got it, right? I was in the airport, you have tuxedos and you have to be very nice. You got to be groomed, right? You can't be looking like a oogly boogly bear, right? So with that being said, I guess my man just seen the glow on me. He was like, yo, you got it, right? And I already knew that, but it just clicked. And I realized that, yo, that's a superstar attribute, right? You got the skills to pay the bills, right? And what people don't understand is, y'all, is your gift will usher you in the presence of the great. It will take care of your bills, literally. And once you start honing in on that, developing your skills and, mastering your skills, self-mastery is key. Once you begin to do that, y'all, you're going to be able to use your skills to pay your bills. That's why you have so many freelancers. That's why you have so many people who, sell they cookies, they sell their cakes, right? Take me, I sold books. Whatever the case is, but your skills will pay the bills. However, y'all, when you think about every other celebrity, what do they have? Maybe they can run a football, they can throw a football, throw a baseball, hit a baseball, run fast, right? Track. They can rap a song, they can write a song, sing a song, okay? I mean, and today, again, y'all, we have different celebrities like influencers and people who just get on their camera. I'm one of them, and then just talk, right? Share their wisdom and knowledge. Not to downplay it, y'all, because I do the same thing. But the point is, family, is that when you use what you have on the inside and you tap into that very skill can pay your bills, okay? Jaden Daniels, he's a young football player, quarterback for the Washington Commanders. What happens? He used his skills to pay the bills. Family, your skills will pay the bills. All right, somebody drop in the comments and say, skills pay bills. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say skills pay bills. Point blank period, y'all. End of discussion. Next one, y'all, which is going to be the last one. Number 5, you have intangible appeal. You have intangible appeal, right? This means that you have a captivating personality. You have charisma. You have something that people want to be a part of, although they can't touch it. Y'all, when I was a kid, these guys were walking around my neighborhood, and they were selling a Kirby. All the OGs on this video, y'all know what a Kirby is. It's the one. It's a good behind vacuum cleaner, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's the one that can vacuum on the hardwood floors and the carpet too. Like, it's so cold, y'all. But it was a Kirby, one of the best vacuum cleaners in the world. It cost $1,000. $1,000. And I watched this man sell a vacuum cleaner to my parents, and we were not rich at all. I think they paid payments on it. However, they got it because we needed it. Had about 7 kids in the house. Cool, fine. But the way they framed it, the way they sold it, it was so captivating and charismatic. Not only that, but the product sold itself, right? And I think that he was like, this is the last vacuum cleaner. I'm going to get a trip. I'll get a bonus, and I'll be able to take my baby girl to Disneyland or whatever the case is. Whether he was lying or not, how he sold it, it made my mom and my step-pops want to be a part of it. It made them want to be a part of it. It was that intangible appeal. Like, man, we can really help this man do something for his kid. Then the vacuum cleaner is great, right? Then we just love how y'all are selling it to us. I mean, it was so cold. Even the kids was like, Mom, get the vacuum cleaner, get the vacuum cleaner. None of us got $1,000, but we just love how they packaged it and sold it to us. Like I said, whether they were lying or not, we had got a good product, and they didn't even give us the vacuum cleaner that night. We had to wait for it to come in the mail. That's how it was. They sold us the vacuum cleaner, but before we even got the vacuum cleaner, right, we was already bought into what the vacuum cleaner could do. That's what a celebrity is. A celebrity can sell you something before even giving you the product or service. But you like them so much, you are captivated into their charisma so much, you believe in their brand so much, they're so cool that you just want to be a part of anything that they do or anything that they sell or have. You see what I'm saying, y'all? That's a superstar attribute. That's a superstar attribute, and that's what you have, an intangible appeal. You appeal to the masses. So even though they can't touch you right now, even though they can't have whatever it is that you're selling right now, although they're incapable of being a part of where you are right now, it's almost like you can set up pre-orders, right? I think for the movie Sinners, y'all, to watch it, you got to go to the movies to get that movie, right? You got to go to the movies to actually go watch it. But if you want to watch it at home, you can pre-order it, but it's not even available. But you see what I'm saying, y'all? That's that intangible appeal. You can't get it just yet, but you can be a part of it because of what you know you're going to get or the value that you're going to receive in the future. That's what a celebrity got, right? That's what a superstar have. But with that being said, family, you have superstar attributes, okay? Celebrity energy, all right? And let me make this clear, y'all. We're not celebrities for the world, okay? We're celebrities for the Most High, right? We're not celebrities for the enemy. We are celebrities for the Most High, all right? And so with that being said, y'all, I just wanted to make that clear, okay? But listen, whether you're doing music for the Most High, acting for the Most High, whether you are doing videos for the Most High, the chosen ones, whatever the case is, as long as you are doing it in a righteous way, ain't nothing wrong with it. All right, so embrace your celebrity, okay? And stay away from ego and pride, all right? And just embrace the fact that you are doing something special for the Most High, which is God, all right? But with that being said, family, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all get one of those Yes Sir t-shirts, book a one-on-one session with your boy. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to get a Yes Sir hoodie, okay? And enroll into the social influence course. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.